Hi, guys. Welcome to the Nursing Uncharted podcast. I'm your host, Anne. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe that I'm your new host, but I'm so excited for what this journey is going to lead me to. So I figured this episode would be a good opportunity to get to know me. So I have been a nurse. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I've been a nurse for 15 years. Majority of that career has been in NICU, which is Neonatal ICU. Love it. Took a brief break, but now I'm back to it. And it's, I guess, my passion, my jam, and I love it. But to start off, I went to a 4-year program right off the bat, got my bachelor's degree, and worked at a small community hospital. That opportunity really set me up, I feel, for success. A lot of people, enter nursing school and just think, this is what I'm going to do. I want to jump right into an ICU or right into a specialty. But I'm here to tell you that I am so happy that I got the experience I did. I worked at a very small town hospital. And it was a for-profit hospital. So if anyone's familiar with what that's like, I'm sure you can relate. But I was a brand new nurse, 21, just about to turn 22, and I was taking care of 6 to 8 patients. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had some great mentors. I hope some of you actually listen to this and know how much I still think about you to this day. But I worked there a year and a half. Went to volunteer through that hospital actually for a women's health fair doing blood pressure screenings. During that time, I actually took the blood pressure of this lady, and just from that brief interaction, she offered me a job in the local NICU. I had no idea what a NICU was. No idea. I actually had to go home and look it up and see, because in nursing school, you're lucky if you step foot into a NICU. A lot of hospitals don't even have them. So I thought about it, I applied, and I got the job. Started working in a NICU, and I fell in love. And that's really been my passion from the beginning. I actually was a NICU transport nurse, and I think that was the biggest fulfillment in my nursing career. I miss it, to be completely honest, but took risks and chances in my nursing career, which you can do. You can switch it up and go on different paths, but I will say I miss that, and I miss what I was able to do in that role as a nurse. I actually left NICU in 2000, and I worked in a plastic surgery clinic, which was me. But I realized I missed my babies. Went through some life changes and decided to take the risk at 32 years old to be a travel nurse. So I sold all my stuff, packed what I could in my Jetta, and I drove from Pennsylvania to San Diego. And I started my travel nurse career. And that, other than the transport nurse thing, has been the best career decision I have made. I can't believe that a small town girl in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, has now driven cross country by myself 4 times and just took the risks that I did. In the moment, you don't think about it, but my family is they always say they're so proud, but I never saw that. But when you really think about it, just to be able to do that by yourself, it really changes your life. It does. And I think that traveling can just change your life. And it did change my life. I know that sounds cliche and whatever, but it's honestly the truth. It's from the heart. It has really opened up opportunities that I never, ever thought were going to be possible. I'm actually proud of myself. I'm very independent. I never thought I could be this independent, but here I am. I'm living in a beautiful town and presented with an opportunity that I never thought was going to happen. And that's this opportunity. Did I ever think that I would be recording a podcast? No. But when it was presented to me, I at first was like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. No, that's not for me. But then I thought about it and I'm like, this is an amazing opportunity. This could be a complete pivot in my nursing career. And I am excited to see where this goes. I have no idea. This is the first episode. I hope you like me. I hope I have a good radio voice. I'm not sure, but I'm just excited to meet new people, learn more, and just see where this takes me. And the best part is I still am able to be a bedside nurse in a NICU. So I'm doing both. Sometimes it seems so unreal, like a dream. I meet people and it's so funny. My friend will say, she's starting a podcast. She's starting a podcast. And I'm like, well, why is that a big deal? But the response I get, I'm like, this actually is a pretty big deal. And so I'm just so grateful. I'm excited. Like I said, I hope you guys like me. But yeah, so that's a little bit about how I got here. I could talk your ear off about NICU and the experiences and the joy that it brings me. But, I think nursing in general, most of us, if not all of us, got into this to help other people, and we get fulfillment from helping other people. But NICU I feel fills my cup. I leave there, even on a bad day, you leave there feeling like you made a difference. And like I said, I have a drawer full of stories, but just something that happened to me recently that really brings this full circle. Like I said, I'm from Pennsylvania, which is on the other side of the country from where I am now. This is the furthest I could have went from home. So I am in San Diego working my per diem job. And, there was a family in the NICU, first baby, and they were very, very upset. They couldn't be in the room just because of what was happening. And, my personality, I just like to make people feel comfortable. A lot of times that's through humor, and making them smile or laugh during a really intense situation. So I was just kind of lingering, seeing if there was an opportunity for that. And I overheard a conversation about the nurse who was taking care of their baby. Her daughter was going to be driving cross country. And I heard this dad say, well, I know from Central PA, it's 2,700 miles. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, what do you know about me? So there was my opportunity to get in there with this ad, lighten the mood a little bit. So we started talking. We grew up neighboring school districts. We graduated the same year. We are the same age, and we had a mutual friend. So that is something that I don't think many people can say happens. We all say it's a small world, but that really closed the loop on how nursing can really just, one, change your life, but two, bring it on home. When I'm in San Diego, here I am relating to my small town Pennsylvania peeps. And, it made me feel good. And I could tell that it made him feel good. And thankfully that baby went home. Gosh, I think on Friday, that baby went home, and the dad saw me and he was just like, man, we're going home, and just runs and like gives me a hug. And it's like, that is what fills the cup. When I say the cup is full, like those moments where that family went through one of the hardest things in their life, that they found joy in knowing that there was almost a hometown friend, even though we had no idea who each other was. It just, it brought it home for them. It brought it home for me. And it's just amazing. So those are the stories I want to share. Obviously there's bad days. We all get mad at the hospitals. We all get mad at this. We all get mad at the lab. Sorry, lab, but we do. But I want to hear those stories too. But, something that I really hope we can bring from this is that people can relate and express their joy and celebrate their joy, because sometimes we feel guilty celebrating those joys. And, I think it's really, really important, because we have hard jobs. We have hard days. And I want this to be positive and happy and, a place to vent, a place to, brag about yourself. That's what's so important about nursing, is we need to support one another, and we need to just be there. And, lift each other up instead of dragging each other down. And we know we're a bunch of women and men, but mainly women. And, it just can be tough sometimes. So I hope that this platform will be a place that people can come, feel comfortable, and just talk it all out. I love hearing other people's stories. I love relating, and, just that story that I shared about bringing it home and just how small the world really is. I'm hoping that I'll be able to find more people like that, and, just have those connections and have those relationships. So that's what I'm excited for most. I hope you are too. I hope that this is something that you'll be tuning in every other week as I figure this journey out right along with you. I can't wait, and just reach out if you want to talk about something. There are topics that are hard to talk about, and we don't know how to navigate that in the world right now. It's tough out there. So if there's something that you're really struggling with, but maybe you're not comfortable sharing that, bring it to me, because I'm sure we can figure out a way. If you want to be involved, if not, but just to navigate that difficult situation, I am here to help you do that. So I know I've said this a lot, but I am so excited. I'm nervous. I'm anxious to see what happens, but this is going to be fun. We're going to make it fun, and I can't wait to do it with you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Nursing Uncharted. You can learn more about this episode and our show on our website at amnhealthcare.com. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend and subscribe to our show on your favorite podcast platform. You can also find show updates and nursing opportunities on our Instagram at AMN Nurse. Special thanks to AMN Healthcare for making this show possible.